Orris, a powdery, dreamy new fragrance from Molten Brown. Every single one there is stunning.
For this price, I'm sorry, my voice has gone up a few octaves because I'm so excited. And also, people who are buying it ahead of time, because we do give you that chance to buy ahead of time sometimes, they're already leaving 5-star reviews on the web. Nothing but 5-star praise already in those reviews. Someone here is actually saying, worth every penny, nothing comes close to it. Now, talking about the money that you're paying, this is an absolute steal. Regardless of which option you choose, the warm or the fresh, it's £89 if you walk into a Molten Brown store, if you want to buy it from them. Plus, you won't get this absolutely lovely gift box that I adore. I know it sounds silly, but this just really makes me very happy. I just love it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound silly, Catherine. I went on and on and on about it last night to the point where Jeff was saying in my ear, can you stop talking about the box?
Yeah, it's what's inside that counts, of course.
Packaging.
I know, it looks so great. So just remember, you've got £89 worth of value for 4 easy payments, but only till midnight if it lasts that long, but I doubt it. Now, shall we talk about my favourite?
Yes, and I love this one as well. And Jill Franks was saying this is the one she would go for. Craig's been raving about it online. You have got 300 mils of Bouchercan. If you've never tried it before, it's a citrus, but it's a kind of enlivening, warm, interesting, almost with a little hint of spice citrus. So please try it. Fans of black pepper often go to it. Then you've got 300 mils of our woody, sophisticated blend, the Tobacco Absolute. One of my personal top 5 of all Molten Brown fragrances. This is how I want the love of my life to smell.
And it doesn't smell of cigarettes, just in case you're wondering.
No.
Because people sometimes say, oh, tobacco.
Yeah, which is completely understandable. No, it's really botanical and woody and sexy. Then you've got the hand wash in lemon and mandarin. This is soft, it's understated, it's exquisite. You've got orange and bergamot in 100 mils. That used to be called Naranji. That is one of our best sellers. It's the first Molten Brown fragrance ever created back in the 70s. Then we've got grapefruit and vetiver. Just when I think I can't get another favourite, this comes out. To bathe or shower in that is going to get your day off to the best start. And then 50 mils of award-winning coastal cypress and sea fennel. This is marine notes. This is blue skies, salt spray, white towels, everything that I'm missing in my life right now. And you go into the shower and you'll have that beautiful sort of marine experience. It's stunning.
I love that so much because it reminds me a lot of a perfume that I've still got some now. I know it's a little outdated now, but Cool Water.
Oh, yes.
And I just love that freshness, and it's so beautiful. Reminds me a bit of that. Or
it's
what's
a very good
CK1 Summer as
yes,
well. It's
exactly.
Got that sort of theme. You know.
That's it. It's very androgynous. You've got that sort of like little fig note in. It's really wearable, really beautiful. Now, the boxes I am going to talk about. Good. Because you can't get them anywhere else. And actually, they do add that value that if you're buying for Mother's Day, if you've got birthdays coming up, Father's Day, bar mitzvahs, I don't know, whatever, you go Molten Brown for gifting. So whether you want to put 1 bottle with some tissue, 2 or 3 full size if you're really spoiling somebody, this is perfect because it doesn't say what is inside. Exactly. And it shows all our heritage. You've got the store on there, the store that was on South Molton Street. You've got the hotels, you've got the pampering, and you've even got a perfumer at the side.
That is
beautiful.
so cute.
A lot of work went into that.
Now, I must let you know, it is so busy right now. 300 people on the phone line. So if you can use another way of ordering, it's going to really help you. So if you go to the website, it's qvcuk.com, you can order really, really quickly. Q-Cut, there's over 600 available lines on Q-Cut. So if you just hang up the phone, pick it up again and dial 0800 52 42 32. And of course, you can tap the app because that's a really quick way. In fact, it's the quickest way now to place your order. And these have got a great shelf life, so if you want to order several of these, I know a lot of people are, it makes sense for Mother's Day, for birthdays, for housewarming events, all those little things throughout the year. I don't think you'll be sorry. I always, whenever Molten Brown do a deal like this, I always multi-buy and you get a saving as well. Absolutely. If you buy more of one in the same option, you get 50% off the P&P on the subsequent ones after the first one.
Yeah, and they're 3 years unopened, so yeah, stock up.
Yeah, so you can really
and just for your own bathing as well. I mean, most of our customers at Molten Brown do use it as a staple every single day of their lives. But at this value, hopefully more people can do that. It's really accessible. And I tell you what, a little goes a long way as well. So even these 100 mils, you'll get so much washing out of it. I've gone straight to grapefruit and vetiver.
Love that.
Because I didn't get to talk about it so much last night. And as the name suggests, oh, wow, you get the
Isn't it
piercing
wonderful?
grapefruit. What's so lovely about grapefruit is that it's actually a bitter fruit, so the opposite of sweet, which is why so often they'll put it in fragrances that are more geared towards the masculine market, if you like, but actually coupled with the pink pepper, which has a little fruitiness to it, and the cardamom, on the dry down, it actually becomes earthier and softer and quite aromatic. I'm in love with this. The grassiness of the vetiver as well. I know that people like Craig buy this. Lots of black pepper fans discover this and buy it and adore it. But I love this. I want to get the EDT in this. I'm addicted to it. And the first time I used it, I was blown away. By the third time I'd showered in it, I was obsessed.
It's so enlivening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just sort of gives you that perk up that you need.
Yes.
I've always been more of a fan of a fresh. You know, I think you're either a fresh or a florals type of person, or you like the sort of sweeter notes, or you like those fresher, maybe ozonic sort of notes, and that's definitely in here. You've got all that freshness, but you've got diversity within each collection as well, haven't you?
We're going Tobacco Absolute now. Now, Tobacco Absolute came out at the same time as the Rosa. For me, the tobacco is my favourite out of those two fragrances. It's woody. You can see there from the notes that we've got how this is constructed. Bearing in mind, I really want to sort of let you know that each one of these blends is created by not Molten Brown people, top perfumers from around the globe. So we have master noses, we have, you know, people that create scents for Chanel, for Guerlain, for all the designer brands you can think of. We will pitch and we will say, what can you come up with? And we give them full creativity. Tobacco is one of those ones where you can tell they've been allowed to do whatever they want and to use some of the most expensive ingredients. Sophisticated, nutmeg, grapefruit, the woodiness on the dry down, the beautiful tobacco seeds.
To me, it smells like first class all the way.
Yeah.
It smells like a
Luxury,
first class lounge. I did
Yeah.
go to a really nice airport lounge in Heathrow, and it was just like lots of dark walls, lots of wood, that very sophisticated sort of feel.
Like
Feels
someone
so
wearing the most
premium.
amazing, well-cut suit. Okay, so let's go to Lemon and Mandarin, because this is a really lovely one that loads of people adore. If you want a particularly, I know it sounds silly, but a very clean fragrance, something that's a little more understated. You want to wash your hands and really know that you've refreshed them, that your skin feels good, but perhaps although later you'll get a light scent to your nose, it's not as impactful as perhaps the pink pepper, and that's the way you like it. Creamy fig in the heart there, and at the top those lovely soft citruses. So unlike the grapefruit, this is less piercing. This is lemon that we get from the Amalfi Coast. It's about as good as it gets. So again, imagine those sort of blue skies and just that lovely but a soft lemony note in there. Very restful. I like this one, and slightly more subtle.
And it's nice because you can detect those different notes. You know, you get a little bit of sweet. I don't like anything that's too sweet, but there's a little bit of the olfactory senses kick in, and there's a little bit of mouth-watering going on because of the juicy orange. But then the sweetness is taken over by that little bit of a sharp kick in there, but it's still quite gentle.
Yeah.
It blends so nicely.
Completely agree. Right, we've got 100 mils of orange and bergamot in this collection. It was quite interesting. On my Instagram the other day, there's a lovely lady who said, because I said, what's your favourite Molten Brown fragrance? And she said, oh, it's one that you don't do anymore. It's called Vitamin A, B and C.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that used to be called Naranji, and then we changed, so it's our fault. Over the sort of 40-odd years or longer that we've been in the business, we have changed the name sometimes. Orange and bergamot is the one that they created first. Back in the 70s, it was called Bubbling Orange Grove. It went into the Grosvenor House, and this was Michael and Caroline who started the store on South Molten Street and began the brand, very ahead of their time. Vegans, which I know you all appreciate, it's a vegan brand. So this one was tried by very rich customers on Park Lane, who then basically said, we want to wash in this. We need this in our lives.
That's one of my favourites.
It
really
never
is.
goes out of
adore
fashion.
that.
This sells. It's in our bestsellers, and it always will be. It's our icon, and it is stunning. It's the first one that I ever discovered as well. So in case you were thinking, oh my gosh, it still exists, it's just got a different name.
Yeah.
Tuck in, because
And it
hasn't
smells
gone
exactly
anywhere.
the same.
It's very cheerful. This is orange blossom, and we
So
sourced
tasty.
that from these beautiful bitter orange trees in Seville in Spain. It's a very artisan process. They have to steam the beautiful little white neroli petals. and it all goes in there with love. This one really uplifts me. It's very spring-like. Lastly, in this collection, we have Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel, the one that you did compare to Cool Water, and I think that's really very true, actually.
I think if you look, because we're not saying that this is going to be the exact same thing,
same.
but if you like that, I think you'll like this.
Exactly that. So you can see here that you've got a really interesting blend. The marine notes in this take you to the coast, whether it's that sort of refreshing element of salt spray and beautiful breeze, whether it's blue skies that you're missing in your life. This is totally and utterly androgynous, totally gender neutral. I mean, I would say actually in this set, all of them are. If there was one that's slightly more masculine, it's the Tobacco Absolute. Although I have been corrected on that by other people who go, no, I love that.
Yeah, I would have that for myself.
Yeah.
I'd have all of it for myself. I would suggest that if you are buying this, buy one for yourself, at least one for yourself, and then start thinking about gifting for other people throughout the year. And like you said, with the box, it doesn't say on the box what should be in there. So you might have bought other things in the past. You might still have one in your cupboard that you think that's just not for me. Saving it for something, put it in there with some other bits.
Well, that's right. We've got other things coming up during the day as well. So the world's your oyster. You can do whatever you like with that beautiful box, which has got our heritage on it. Okay, moving over to warm. Shall we start with Ginger Lily? Because Ginger Lily is one that I know you have loved over the years at QVC. It has always been a QVC favourite, specifically, I think. Although I say that, it's in our top 5 in store. It's a huge seller. It never goes out of fashion. I have a personal little soft spot in my heart for it because my daughter's called Lily. So even she said she's 15 now, and obviously I've been working for Molten Brown since she was about 9. So she still says it's my fragrance. That's so sweet. It's kind of it. She always gets it in her Christmas stocking, and she feels very posh.
And every time she smells it, even say 20 years from now, it will remind her of her childhood.
It will.
That's what's so
and it reminds me of her. I feel a bit emotional because I haven't had enough sleep.
Tired and emotional.
But she is so sweet, and it's got these lovely white blooms in the middle. But also the nice thing about this is that when she does use it, she loves her baths already. She's a real pampering girl already, and she just goes, "I'm going to have a bath." It's her way of chilling out. The steam on the landing has the aroma of the ginger lily sort of floats through the house. And it's stunning. It's got the lovely warm ginger, the jasmine. If you've been lucky enough ever to go somewhere warm on your holidays, you know that after your dinner, you've had your nice glass of wine, you're feeling like bronzed, sun-kissed, relaxed, phone is off, everything's good, and you walk along the path, and you get that warm breeze, and it carries the jasmine.
So beautiful.
And that's what Ginger Lily does. It's really exquisite.
Now, I know we don't have too much time left.
Sorry, I do go on, don't I?
No, but I wish we could go on about it the whole hour long. Unfortunately, we can't. We've squeezed some other things in.
The director said, yes, you do. And I'm like, I do.
But only in a nice way that I'm enjoying as well. So the next fragrance.
Okay,
to
jasmine
me,
and
this
sunrose.
is just so special.
Now, this is a much newer fragrance, and you may have seen in our stores when this came out, we had a beautiful marketing campaign, and everybody was coming in to try it and loved it. So, youthful raspberry. Funnily enough, the top note I always get is that hint of peach. Then again, that lovely jasmine in the heart. But this isn't a floral. Interestingly, this is what you would call a chypre fragrance. So it's quite difficult to describe a chypre. It often has a green note to it, but actually it's how, if you read online, it's how a chypre fragrance is constructed that makes it so. Often they'll have musk in the base and so on. So this smells like Hollywood glamour in a bottle, French perfume.
See, I look at it and I see it even with that gold lid as well, and I think it just makes me think of expensive pink champagne.
Yeah, dusky, beautiful pink. It makes me think of the mirrors with the light bulbs round and just sort of glamour. And and a bottle of champagne on ice. We go to get the ingredients from this, the beautiful jasmine, from the Delta Nile in Egypt, where it grows on the banks, and it's just absolutely stunning. And that sun rose. Look at the texture of this. In this particular blend, there is so much essential oil that it is so creamy on your hands. When you come out of the bath with this one, which I personally do love in the bath when I'm having those chill-out moments, you feel really nourished and comforted, and you feel silky
It feels
smooth.
like a cream, actually, on your hand. It
I know,
really does.
it's beautiful. It's more like a bath oil, although we do that as well. Black pepper.
Lovely.
Absolutely stunning, warming, beautiful Madagascan black pepper. It's spicy, but it's green. It's like the most stunning aftershave. And I'm going to hurry on because I know I've talked too much. Pink pepper, we've got in the hand wash and in the body wash for you. They are different formulations. You'd have to use 3 times as much of the hand wash to get the lather that you do with the body wash for obvious reasons. You don't want to be foaming at the sink too much. The pink pepper is spicy, warm, enlivening, unique. Suede orris in the 50 mils. I think if you try it, you'll end up looking out for a full size on QVC in the future. It's very new, it's powdery. I think, although Jill Franks didn't agree, I think it's got a powdery note that in the way that Temple Tree does. So if you like that, I think you'll like it. It is new. It's made by a French perfumer who's quite up and coming.
Oh, no, I get that.
Do you get what I mean? It's that powdery element. It's really stunning. And he wanted to encapsulate the feeling of suede gloves in a fragrance. I think he's done that. You probably can't even get that unless you get it home and try it. And at this price, why would you not?
And can I just say thank you to all of you who've been tweeting in as well to say that you've gone for today's special value. It is such a great deal. Take a look at the website. Have a look. Type in 241224. You will see that already, just in the past few days, we have amassed 5-star reviews for this already, and now we're over 20,000 gone since we launched this, so that is a huge amount that's gone already. So just bear in mind, if you want to get hold of this, think about the gifting that you've got to do throughout the year. When you were talking about like these sizes, that would be great, especially in the black and pink peppercorn. Take that round as maybe a his and hers gift when you're going around for dinner or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they are very valuable in themselves. That is 200 mils if you couple them up, of Molten Brown designer fragrance. So yes, really lovely gifts.
And of course you get the box as well. 4 easy payments, don't forget, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to try it, please do give us a call, go online, tap the app. Now, we do have some ultra sun coming up in this hour as well. And obviously now the daffodils are out. It's the first day of March. We're going to be seeing a lot more sun. And actually, it's important to protect your skin even when it's not a sunny day. And we're going to hear more about why from Abby very shortly. If you like what I'm wearing today, it comes to us from Anthony Fashion Designs, and he's coming up at 12.